Hey everyone, here's cuddling Kitwana. Welcome to another episode of Kitwana's Toys. I really wish the circumstances behind this episode would have been a bit more positive, but unfortunately today we have to say goodbye to a beloved mascot character. If you're a hockey fan like me and follow what's happening around the National Hockey League, then you've already heard the news. The Arizona Coyotes will be relocating to Salt Lake City effective immediately, starting with the 2024-25 season. And the team in Salt Lake City will no longer be the Coyotes. It will be an entirely new IP, entirely new mascot and everything. And that means Howler, the mascot of the Arizona Coyotes, one of the most beloved NHL mascots, a really, really sweet, a really awesome character, is no more, at least for the time being. We'll see how things will turn out regarding the land auction in June and the building of a new arena that is supposed to follow within the next 5 years, depending whether the Coyotes win that land auction and their rather questionable ownership gets their act together. I mean, we can dream, but for now we have to say goodbye to Howler, and I want to take this opportunity to look at one of the very last merchandise items of him that I was able to get just 2 months ago. And that item is this plushie, standing 16 inches tall, and therefore perfect size to take it to the game or to cuddle up with it when it's bedtime. Perfect for all ages. So maybe you are a Coyotes fan watching this video now and asking yourself, why have I never seen this plushie in my life since I've been going to the games for years, or I have looked up online for Howler plushies and never saw one looking as good as this one? Well, this is a very special plush, and I will tell you why. This plushie was only available at the most recent NHL All-Star Weekend in Toronto back in February 2024. The company behind these plushies is revealed on the tags, as you can see on his back. The Stuffed Animal House. They are based in Langley, British Columbia in Canada, and I've done some research, of course, on them, and I found out that only 4 NHL teams are actually selling mascot merchandise made by the Stuffed Animal House through their team stores. These 4 teams are the Nashville Predators, the San Jose Sharks, the Seattle Kraken, and the Ottawa Senators. You can actually see the Nashville Predators mascot plush version by the Stuffed Animal House here, and Stanley C. Panther of the Florida Panthers is also made by the Stuffed Animal House. We'll look at this at a future episode. For now, for today, we want to focus on Howler. Let's zoom in into that face, which looks absolutely great, very accurate, although the lighter fur parts aren't that accurate if we compare it with an actual photo of the most recent version of Howler. But what's more important is the eyes. You can see everything is embroidered, his eyes, his black nose, and then you can see 2 teeth, and even his the tongue in his mouth, and the face. The proportions are very accurate. There's a little tuft up here on top of his forehead. That's actually not present on the actual mascot head, but that's okay. The ears look great, and the fur is really, really great quality. Let's go down to his jersey. These Kitwana design jerseys will absolutely never be forgotten. They are definitely one of the best looking hockey sweaters ever created on earth. You can see the logo, the Coyotes logo. And a nice little detail is the M that Howler has worn on his jersey. It's inspired by the captain's C or the assistant captain's A on the player jerseys. And it's the only mascot in the NHL that actually wears an M for a mascot on his jersey. That's a really cute touch. They use the correct font for the numbering. And his name on the back. You can see he wears number 96. That's when the franchise was relocating to Phoenix. Back then they were known as the Phoenix Coyotes. And Howler actually did not appear as a mascot until 2005. The costumed version made his debut in 2005. So it's been entertaining us for 19 years now. A very long time in which he's made so many great memories with kids of all ages. He has appeared at so many games, so many community events, and I know Howler was working really, really hard. And it's a big, big loss to the mascot community. Let's check out the rest of the plushie. You can see he's wearing hockey pants. And tail is actually going through these pants. You cannot remove the pants since they are sewn onto his body all the way around. You could actually basically remove the jersey. However, I would not recommend you to try that since it's quite a tight fit across his head. But I have to note the jersey is made of a really nice material, the pants as well. It almost feels like a plastic or something that's waterproof actually, so that it does not catch dust or begins to pile over time. It's been holding up really, really well. As did the fur, you can see down his legs, and the Kitwana pattern repeating on his feet paws with the half moon logo of the Coyotes, just like on the real mascot. And even got paw pads on his hands. Look at that. Aww, that's so cool. That's a great plus. And it's too bad that this really only was available when you were in person at the most recent NHL Mascot showdown in Toronto. They sold it there for the price of $49.99 Canadian dollars. This is about 37 US dollars. And they had plushies of all the NHL teams. As you can see behind me, I picked up a couple of them. And yes, even for the New York Rangers, they just slapped a blue Rangers home jersey on a generic black teddy bear. And that's what I found when I was checking out the website of the stuffed animal house. I was hoping I would find these NHL mascot plushies there, but unfortunately I did not. All I was able to find were these very generic looking bears with NHL jerseys slapped on them. So it's still pretty difficult to find them. I've not seen them on eBay or any of the secondary market sites either. So I'll continue to travel to the NHL All-Star Weekend, and eventually I want to put the entire collection of all 30 mascots together. Would have cost me like $1,500, but over time maybe. Hopefully they'll bring them back when the next All-Star Weekend is supposed to happen in 2026. And for now, I really want to say that I really do feel with the fans and the employees of the Arizona Coyotes who had only learned through social media that they were losing their jobs. And it's really bad communication. The entire situation is very heartbreaking, and the reason why I can feel that so much is, you know, that I am a fan huge fan of the Florida Panthers. It's just 5 years ago. My Florida Panthers could have been the Arizona Coyotes. I mean, we were in the situation where things did not look good from a financial standpoint and from a sports standpoint either. I've been traveling to Panthers games since 2006, and I've seen the darkest hours of the Florida Panthers franchise. Hopefully empty arenas, tickets being thrown at you for free, millions and millions of cash earned, no playoffs for decades, and it only turned around when decent ownership stepped in 2016, when we had to rebrand into these great looking sweaters here, great Panthers logo, really, really love them. And when finally decent management came in and put together a winning team, so everyone actually knew what they were doing, and that's what I would wish for the Coyotes to happen. If they manage to win the land auction and return back under an NHL expansion in 5 years, I really, really hope we will see the Arizona Coyotes again, and with that, Howler, after a long hibernation period, he's been such a great mascot. I know he has made so many people smile, and as a Florida Panther fan, and Stanley C. Panther being my favorite mascot, I think all we can do for now is to hug all the Arizona Coyotes employees and their fans, and especially their mascot. Don't be mean to them. It's the ownership and the management's fault, and they would not have deserved this. And so, Stanley, it's Howler. A big, big one last hug. I know that's what Stanley would do in real life. Stanley is an equally sweet mascot, just like Howler was. And it's a great, great loss to the mascot community. So, with that being said, farewell, Arizona Coyotes. Farewell, Howler. Hopefully, till we see you again, till we meet again around the league at some point in the future. Oh. So that was it for this episode of Kitwana's Toys. Goodbye.